Do you wake up wondering what's next for you when it comes to retirement, or how you're going to get to your paradise, wherever that is and whatever that may be? To help us identify what's most important to you and help you get to the next in your life, certified financial planner Howard Pressman of Egan, Berger Weiner LLC is here with us this morning. You help people for a living get to their paradise.
Yes.
But we have to find out what our paradise is.
That is true.
And how do you do that?
It's not easy sometimes. It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of planning, first and foremost. But at the end of the day, it needs to be intentional. It's not that thing that's going to happen by happenstance. You're not just going to stumble upon it. You're going to have to plan, and you're going to have to prepare.
And how early is someone supposed to start planning for their paradise?
Oh, it's never too early. Start as soon as possible. As soon as you get your first job, even for parents, start your children for saving even earlier in their teens when they get that first job. It's a habit. Get in that habit as early as possible. It's going to be so much easier for you in the future.
What qualities are retirees looking for right now when it comes to retirement?
Well, when it comes to retirement, the qualities most folks are going to look for, kid, is essentially maintaining their current standard of living. Everybody, nobody wants to have a big change in their lifestyle in retirement. I want it to sort of be the same in terms of cash flow. I just don't want to have to work for it.
Right. And I don't know about everybody else, but I look at my 401k sometimes and I'm like, it tells you what you're going to have.
Right.
And I'm like, I don't know if that's going to be enough.
Yeah, and it's probably not going to be enough. One of the things that people don't spend as much time thinking about is inflation and how every year the goods and services we buy get more expensive. And if you think about that number, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years out, it's going to be staggering.
Some of us, my parents are still working at 65. They're starting to slowly retire. They have their own business. But, are we working longer than we used to? Are we going to have to work longer than we used to?
I think a lot of the folks that I talk to are working longer. Many of them are doing it because they want to. It's not just because they have to. The great thing about our economy now is that it lends itself towards people working later in retirement. We're not plowing fields. We're not working in factories. Right. A strong back isn't necessarily as important as a solid mind and wisdom and experience, and that's valued in today's workplace.
We were talking earlier before we got on just about what a financial planner does. It's not just putting money in stocks and telling you where to put them. There's
right.
a lot of other stuff that goes into it when it comes to taxes and things like that. Talk about that.
So, I think first and foremost, everybody ought to have a plan. Understanding how all these pieces work together and fit together, because there's a lot going on. There's a lot of moving parts. So making sure that you have the right types and amounts of insurance is very important. Understanding your taxes both today and projections into the future, again, really important. Investing, saving for the various goals, and balancing, understanding what's important to me today, what's important to me in the future, and how do I balance those two, as they often seem that they would be at odds with one another.
Do you feel like people get protective of their money and they have a hard time going to somebody and saying, I'm going to pay you to take my money and do something with it, and trust you to do something with it?
Some people do. Obviously, it's difficult at times to build trust with people, but once you do that, our money is really emotional. We're the ones who wake up every morning and go to a job that maybe we don't like and work with people we might not like, and we're working hard and making sacrifices, and we save money, and it's emotional. One of the biggest advantages of working with a professional is that they're not emotional. They're that dispassionate.
Make a logical decision for me.
Exactly.
Right.
Think with our brains, not so much with our hearts. Because ultimately, it's been shown over and over again that humans are hardwired to fail when it comes to investing.
And your success is built on my money success.
Absolutely.
So
absolutely,
it's a partnership.
Yeah, because we're a fee-based firm, we charge our clients a fee based upon the assets that we manage. Our fee is based on the investments, but our objective is to create a comprehensive plan with our clients to help them achieve their goals.
For people that are watching right now, what's the one mistake, or what are some mistakes people should avoid when it comes to planning for retirement?
I think number one is not starting to save early enough. I think that's probably the biggest mistake. Underestimating the amount of money that they're going to need in their retirement is a huge mistake, and I see it all the time. I see people come to me in their 50s, in their 60s, and at that point, in order to make a viable plan to continue their lifestyle, they're going to have to make significant sacrifices.
And we should probably say it's never too late to start.
It is
so
definitely
don't feel
never
like
too
you're
late.
just at least start today.
Exactly.
And that's one step better than you were yesterday.
Absolutely.
Great advice. Thank you so much for being on with us.
You're
and
welcome.
If you want to learn more about Howard and all the things that he can do for you, for more information about Egan, Berger, and Weiner, LLC, just visit ebwllc.com and learn more about the company's Knowledge University at ebwfinancialnews.com. We'll have more of Let's Talk Live after the break.